So this movie scared the shit out of me as a child. And you may remember it, I'm sure you've seen it before, especially whenever you were a kid, if you're my age. Zathura, or Zathura, whatever the hell you want to call it. Jumanji in space with the board game. They're in the house, it's the two boys. The board game literally tries to kill two children in their own house in the middle of space. It's an insane film, but it terrified me. So, a few weeks ago, as an adult, I was laying in bed with the company of a woman, not getting freaky, because I got no game. And we decided to turn on Zathura to see if it was as scary as we remember when we were kids. It's definitely still scary in its own separate, different way. I remember when I first saw this Zathura, I believe it was on late night television. Whenever your parents are out and about and you're like with a group of friends, or whether you're by yourself and you fall asleep and wake up and it's either that really weird Adult Swim show with the hamburger meat and the fries that I can't remember, or it's King of the Hill. If you're a lucky, Family Guy, maybe sometimes Robot Chicken.
Tonight, you.
What the hell, man? When did you get this?
I had it made. The Family Guy has one, so why not me?
But I think this is when I fell asleep in an instance wherever it popped up, where it wasn't that late at night and Zathura was on later than normal, I believe. I can't even tell you how old I was. I genuinely don't remember. What I do remember is that goddamn robot and how much it was just nightmare fuel. It was that constant creepy tension of just not knowing what the card was going to do next. It's classic Jumanji type of excitement, except it's darker and scarier and creepier. Maybe it's because of the sci-fi space horror aspect to it. The movie feels completely different now. It's not about deadly robots and aliens trying to eat children. It's more about two brothers trying to deal with neglect and wishing that the other one was dead.
Are you okay? Wait for me.
But one thing I didn't know is that Jon Favreau directed this film. I did not know this was a Favreau movie.
Sweating in the sun like a Tijuana whore.
Jon Favreau, Iron Man, The Mandalorian, you know who he is. Apparently he directed this movie right before he got into superhero flicks and has doomed himself for a life of that, but I'm sure he made a whole bunch of money, so what does he care?
Ah! It's not a liquid! It's a great many pieces of solid matter that form a hard floor-like surface! Ah!
This is Kristen Stewart in it before she inevitably ruined her career with the Twilight.
Edward Jacob.
She's, not good in this, but hey, whatever.
Do me a favor, go downstairs and stay out of my face.
And famously, this is like one of Josh Hutcherson's first roles. Boy, he looks like exactly the same. Even 30 years apart, he still looks the same that he did back then. And then Shepard plays the older version of Josh Hutcherson's character. He plays the spaceman.
Hey, mouthpiece, let him answer, all right? I need to hear it from the big guy.
In low-key, one of his better roles ever. Low-key. I never thought I would see Shepard as a badass, but in this movie he plays a badass spaceman, and it's cool.
You try squeezing through there and tell me you're not hungry enough to eat a carpet shark.
I would like to tell you what made Zathura as creepy as it was back then was the silence of space, but it was definitely the monsters and the effects of the monsters, especially that goddamn robot. Feeling, obviously, as an adult, that they're not going to just gut a kid or have a robot snap a little kid's neck in half in this movie. That's not going to happen. But as a kid, you don't know what movies are made of. And I will say, the practical effects, even today, this movie's 25 years old, holds up incredibly well. It still looks really good. And when you're 6 years old watching this movie, not knowing the art of filmmaking and not knowing, hey, they're actually not allowed to kill a child here, it's terrifying. Zathura scared the shit out of me as a kid, but as an adult, I kind of love it. It's one of those forgotten mid-2000s gems that I wish people talked about more often. Rewatching it, it kind of reminded me that kids' movies, especially those like late-night Nickelodeon Cartoon Networks movies, they weren't afraid to take risks. They weren't afraid to scare the shit out of us a little bit. Because that's how they made us feel something. It made those late-night watches more fun. Kind of reminds me of that Goosebumps element. It's definitely made for kids, and it's to terrify kids. And Goosebumps definitely did. But there's limitations because it's a kids' show. But that's how they made us feel something. And then, I wish we weren't afraid to take risks anymore. So if you haven't revisited Zathura as an adult, I definitely recommend you check it out. There's some good lessons in there. And let me know in the comments what movie you watched as a kid that may have scared the shit out of you, or what was one of those late night finds that you enjoyed so much that I definitely enjoyed as well. I just want to talk about Zathura a little bit in here for shits and gigs, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, adios, and bye-bye.